It was. So what happened was that the beats they had like as far as hip hop at that time, nobody was doing beats like that speed, and then they was rapping like slower but faster at the same time with complexity.
All right, So check it out, man.
What's up?
I give y'all the mic, man. Yo.
What's happening? What's happening?
I'm gonna put you in time. Fly Nerd Group back once again, man.
Drunk off of ginger ale.
On the real.
Drunk off of cheap wine.
We are happy to be back. Welcome back to everybody. Thank
Welcome back.
And glad to be back.
Mr. Carter!
And boom, we here. What up, folks?
Boom, shakalaka. What's up,
man?
What's really
Shout out to
good?
Bill, man. So yeah, man. We are here, Fly Nerd Group. We took a time off, but we here now once again, back once again. Talk about all the stuff that we missed out, or y'all missed out, or we all just missed out in discussion.
Somebody
missed out in conversation.
But we still here in spirit because FNG rocks in every household, no matter what.
And you know it.
Yeah, so let's go down the line.
We will be here forever.
And ever.
Ever.
I didn't feel the need to add an effort to that.
Ever and ever.
I felt y'all had it covered.
One more ever is always good.
Yes, sir.
Besides.
So go down the line. Let's reintroduce ourselves, you know what I mean? Let the people know who we are.
Is the Fly Nerd Supreme himself, Cochise Soulstar, back with the team. Happy to be broadcasting into your ear holes. Thank you for hanging out.
I am ambitious. And I mean that literally, figuratively, and nomenclature. All of the above caused by me.
And it's your boy Corey Green here live with the FNG crew and family. And shout out to my boy Chauncey Wilson, who was not here today. He's busy, but he dubbed me the Underground Blur King of Chicago, and sadly I think it's true.
So you're Corey Froman.
Not Corey, I'm gonna name you that, man.
Yeah, and this is Cosmo Galactus, you know me, man. FNG, Acrobats. We here. We here now. We here. So let's get it started, man. Where we want to chop it up first?
Last time everybody saw Fly Nerd Group,
Previously on Fly Nerd Group.
we was on a podcast. Who podcast was we on?
We was on my boy Rail, man, 914 Media. We was on his podcast. He do a Potter Nation crossover, so he's doing podcasts with other potters and stuff. And you know, we had the pleasure of chopping it up with him, going on the show. You know, doing our Fly Nerd stuff.
Yep.
Talk about culture and shit like that.
Oh yeah, we went deep on the DC lore. We went deep on how everybody hated Phase 4 Marvel. I mean, I liked it, but you know, I'm a minority. Are we live?
I liked it
Yes.
too.
No.
So you're not,
No.
not the only one. Okay. I like it.
Okay, cool.
I was okay with it.
And that's quite all right, sir.
I was okay with it.
That's totally fair.
I mean, to be fair, during the entire Phase 4, DC also was shit. And
Except for the Suicide Squad.
except for the Suicide Squad and the series
And
that
the-
came
yeah.
out of that. But otherwise,
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker.
Yeah, a lot of
Everybody was just shit. I mean, I still look at it as post-pandemic storytelling.
very
Well,
few hits,
I
lot of
will look
misses.
at that's a lot of key factors into the phase after the fact. You know, I think it was hit and miss, a lot of misses though, and you know, sometimes you can't win them all. You can't win every season, you know. So, but this season was kind of important too because they introduced a lot of new things.
Locations.
A lot of locations. Yeah.
And important people.
And important people.
Yeah.
So
Like obviously, He Who Remains being He Who Remains, the evolution of Scarlet Witch, the return of Loki.
Right.
Introduction to the multiverse, how it affects us all.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There you go.
Really digging into all of that and understanding the implications and consequences of the end game.
And
And the different gods.
and
the blip.
let's not leave out the acceptance and the admittance of failure in the last episode of She-Hulk. They admitted that was an admission of we got some things not so right.
Oh, they said that?
That's true.
That if you
You mean that?
yeah,
Yeah,
the
you're
very
right.
last
You're
episode
right.
of She-Hulk
You're
was
right.
them was pretty much them,
talking about it
was like that she breaks that wall
and say, no, we ain't doing that. What
and
you doing?
it kind of openly admits like, hey, we didn't
make
do the
mistakes.
greatest.
So
We made
there's
some
a
mistakes.
formula that's going on in which that I'm glad you guys brought that up, because I think with that, there's always that talk that comic book movie fatigue and exhaustion. You know what I mean?
Yes,
And-
yes.
Oh, that argument.
Well, you know, you have a whole slew of stuff like Phase 4 that was hit and miss. You know what I mean? And then some of the movies, come on. You know what I mean? Like Thor Love and Thunder was trash.
I think in the movie wise, you have more hits than misses in movies. I think for every one Thor that you didn't care for, we had Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, No Way Home, and Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
Facts. That's true.
Yeah.
The trick is it can't really be superhero fatigue because Thor, the type of movie that Thor is not the same type of movie that like the Falcon and Winter Soldier series was, which is not the same type of show that Loki was. Like they're all genres, all over.
Genres.
Well, here I'll take it even a step further. There can't be comic book movie fatigue because people are making comic book movies that aren't necessarily just don't have. John Wick
Is a comic
is a comic book.
Well,
movie.
most movies.
The Fast and the Furious is a
it-
comic
yeah.
book.
Fast
Die
and Furious
Hard,
is-
all the way
Die
down.
Fast
Hard.
and Furious is a Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah.
It's pole position. It's
Pole
pole
position if it made no damn sense.
And that
Avatar.
cartoon would do-
Avatar is a comic book movie.
Avatar.
Has anybody here seen Avatar? This new
No.
one?
I don't have
Passed
any
on
interest
it.
in it.
Yeah,
I don't have
right.
any interest in it.
Just was checking. I
Like
mean,
I saw half of the first one, got a little disinterested, never really went back, and I was just kind of like, I'm all right.
I saw the first one just for the effects and all the cinematography efforts.
But I
and
felt the story
I give
was
it the
lacking.
credit.
I saw the
But
first
the,
one.
the story to me was like really like non-engaging.
Yeah,
and the tech I seen before.
Yeah, I
It
seen
was all
it.
aliens.
Yeah, I seen it once.
exactly.
Like on television, like literally once, like over a decade ago. I was like, this looks cool. I don't see the hype, and the story is just meh. It felt like Pocahontas Fern Gully.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's
Now,
what
now,
you're looking for.
just after that point, I was just disinterested. I didn't
Yeah.
care,
I mean,
and here we are. Today.
I know that it hides an ecological message, but
I mean,
you know.
there are some movies by you, Bo, that
So
also
did
have
Aquaman.
equal-
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
So did Aquaman. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So did Aquaman.
Like, it's not.
I can't run with Dewey Bowl, man. No, man.
But I'm just saying, like he
Is that
had
the guy that
movies.
made Transmorphers?
Yes,
Oh my God, he made Transformers.
he made all those.
That's the dude transformed to the car.
No,
No, he makes spoofs.
He makes spoofs.
He makes
anything
spoofs
that
of
comes
Aquaman.
out, he makes his own version.
His
of it.
own version.
okay.
He used to make really bad video game movies.
Like he
like
did-
Blood Rain.
Yeah.
Blood Rain was one of his.
He did a lot of bad.
I mean,
and
he
then
tried.
he'll fight fans for not liking the stuff.
Oh, he threatened to go in the
Yes.
boxing ring.
Yes.
He said, any fan that want to go in the ring, I'll knock you out.
No, you're not. Shut your ass.
Let's
up.
go.
No, you're
He
not.
was serious.
Your movie's trash.
Huey
Go
Bowl
sit down.
Huey Bowl is less respected angry Roger Corman.
Oh,
Pretty much.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, less respected than angry Roger Corman. That's Huey Bowl.
That's serious.
Yeah.
Like, less respected.
Yeah, that's about right.
So, yeah. I think that we're at a good point right now with this new movie that came out. That speaking of,
Oh, snap.
This
Everything y'all said already, man.
The air got slacker all of a sudden.
y'all don't see who just walked
Yeah.
in the room, but
Yeah.
y'all could take a guess.
Yeah, take a while.
It'll take a while, guess. Real
Wild.
wild.
I don't think you heard anything I said.
What you
I
say?
did.
No, you didn't.
Well, who said?
Tell me one thing I said.
You said you didn't know I was black.
Cut.
Like you heard a pin drop. Jerry came out and was like, huh? "What's up? Maxie's in the
We still
building."
recording, man. I ain't cutting this shit up.
Nah, let's keep it moving.
Let's keep it moving, man.
The silence was golden.
Hey,
That moment of silence when he was like,
Yeah,
"What?"
yeah, clip that.
All right.
Yeah,
let's
keep,
keep
yeah,
it,
just let that be.
I look the
Oh yeah. See, y'all know.
So
Yeah, Antman and the Wasp: Quantomania came out 4 days ago.
It sure did.
Feelings, thoughts, sentiments.
Well, so the three of us, actually, well, not him, no. The three of us and Chauncey and a couple of others, shout out Jonathan and everybody that pull up.
Right.
We went and saw it at Showplace Icon. And so I went in with little to no expectations, no idea what we was getting into. I didn't watch really much of the trailers. Didn't really read into any of the what they was talking about was going to happen, who was going to show up.
That was a good move.
And I went in and I was like, well, I'll put it in the simplest form, which I think people sleep on. It's the most obvious thing. It's an Ant-Man movie. It is an Ant-Man movie.
And it was an Ant-Man movie.
I mean,
100%.
literally. So if you go in this movie expecting anything other than Ant-Man-esque action and storytelling and characterization and tropes,
That's your fault.
you retarded. For one.
That's your
That means
fault.
you've never watched the previous two.
And one paying attention.
Repeat after me. I am Sofa King.
Right.
Yeah, we could go in there. But that's it. It's an Ant-Man movie.
Yeah, man. I did the reverse. I did see the trailers, which I did like what I saw from the trailers. Sadly, I did see some of the chatter online about how people felt about it. And I'm like, okay, let me just see for myself and see what it is. And I saw them like, you guys are tripping, you're just wrong. Like he said, this is an Ant-Man. This is an Ant-Man movie. If you're expecting him to do fisticuffs and wushu right off the bat,
that's not Scott Lang.
That's not Scott Lang. Although I can say this is the most mature, serious Ant-Man film out of the three, and to me the best one so far. And although I did enjoy all three Ant-Man films, I know they're not for everybody. I think if you didn't care for the first two, the third one might change your mind. Keyword might, but it's still Ant-Man beyond that. But like, for what they did, they did a really good job. And Jonathan Majors stole the show multiple times in this movie. Everyone did a really good job for the most part. I really enjoyed it. Maybe a little better than I expected, a little bit. Maybe because I wasn't expecting what they were doing with the film and how weird they were going. And how crazy. And my one big gripe with people online, like even major publications, I wanted to check them. They were complaining about, oh, it's a loophole because when the other movies, they went to the quantum realm, there was a time difference and time jump. Someone like Scott was in there for 4 or 5 hours, came out for 5 years. But the film itself tells you there are different levels of the quantum realm.
Exactly.
They're at the lowest one.
And we don't even know how long they were actually. They might have been in there like what, 3 to 5 hours tops.
Or a day or so.
Or a
And
day.
then the ants lived 1,000 years.
Yeah, wherever they were.
Wherever
Yeah.
they were.
They
So
showed you
like,
attention.
Was it 1,000 or 10,000?
1,000.
1,000.
It was 1,000 years in one day. So yeah, the movie's pretty fun, man. Really good.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it 100%. It was an Ant-Man movie, so it had the humor, showed the maturation of Scott Lang. They evolved the characters they needed to evolve.
He's still an idiot.
They
Not much of the idiot though, surprisingly.
they jumped into it right away. So that they were like, you all know who these people are. So
No need
let's
to waste time.
right. They gave us 10 minutes of build of like Earth and then bye. Yeah, and then bye. And I loved it. Jonathan Majors was amazing as Kang. My only little blip about his Kang performance, and that's just in the writing, is that Kang never shoots people in the back. That's not. He wants you to see him. He's that type of warrior. Like he makes an effort to make sure his eyes see yours. So when he was shooting those people running, that was very.
They saw him. That's why they was running.
But I'm saying he doesn't do back. He doesn't like. He feels it's cowardly.
So it's betrayal.
He feels it's
And a code of
It's sucker.
honor.
yeah. He feels it's a sucker to kill your foe without them seeing. That like he holds a lot of strong warrior principles.
I think that was a breakdown in that moment, to be honest. Like, I think he lost his composure at that moment. He was pissed, and he just started snapping. Because he wasn't killing people like randomly before that. He didn't kill her, he was talking to people first. Diplomatic.
But still, though. All right, so let's all right, so me personally, I think Ant-Man franchise was the lesser of the Marvel. In my opinion, I like the movies, but it wasn't never. You know, it just never stuck to me. I don't care.
That's cool, man.
I know what you gonna do. What you gonna say? But this was kind of like the best movie, in my opinion, for the Ant-Man trilogy. And only because even the director asked for more content. He wanted, something.
He wanted to be able to go there.
Yeah, he wanted something to do. He didn't want to be a filler movie and not to call them filler movies, but you
They
know,
are
the
filler.
transitional.
Like
Yeah.
they're trying to like the second one was like a feel good movie.
Cause yeah,
So
Second one.
second one was dope.
The second
Second one was
I
dope.
like it. I like the
It
second
was
one.
good, but it was still like a filler.
It was like a filler feel good.
No villain in it really developed into anything that mattered after that.
well,
Yeah,
she
we
gonna
know
end up
so
being
far.
the Thunderbolts for some reason.
Yeah, those.
not anymore. They said they're kicking her off.
Good. I mean,
For now.
So anyway, this was kind of like a more solid movie for me. I really enjoyed it. Like you was talking about, Corey, about the critics and all of that shit. I don't understand it. It was, that's why I asked the question of the fatigue thing earlier, because you know it was bombing this thing, and it's like, alright, man, I understand the other movies why they would do that, but what's going on here? So no, I really enjoyed the movie. It was dope, and like you said, it started straight off the top.
Yeah.
We already know the Antman family. This is their adventure, and this is the comic book shit. Me and Risky had this conversation. It was like, maybe these people lost touch of what these are. You know, every movie is not Endgame. You know, and
Right.
these are comic book movies, so everything is not going to be all is after this movie. It's an installment.
Yeah.
You may read Spider-Man issue 5, and then go to Iron Man 36, and then
Yeah.
Captain America 38, then back to the Avengers.
I look at
This
each of
is
these
how-
phases as a crossover
Yeah.
event, as a huge crossover
Exactly.
event.
And this is just the build
Chapter.
up for these
Yeah.
type of major big issues, rather, right?
Exactly, because okay, so they're repeating a similar formula to how Thanos was introduced, just on a grander scale. We get Jonathan Majors and Loki first, you know, on a smaller screen, building up to his appearance as Kang. Now Kang is here, at least this iteration of Kang, and then, but it starts here in Ant-Man. This is where it starts. It's gonna balloon out. I mean, the man has a whole film called Kang Dynasty.
Yeah.
It's going to balloon
Yeah.
out. So if everyone is just patient and let the story develop, okay, maybe Ant-Man wasn't your favorite thing to see Kang start in, but you know what? It was a solid debut.
But that's also the point. Ant-Man villains up to this point, Ant-Man can handle all of them. Like Ant-Man has never faced something other than like when he got with the Avengers, where he really was like, none of my skill sets, shrinking or growing, matter to this dude. I have nothing for him, and it wasn't him that saved the day. He didn't save the day. It took all of them to save the day.
In which they confused him with Spider-Man in the beginning.
Yeah.
So,
Which I like. I thought
And
it was a
also,
good
the
touch.
cool thing is he gets in over his head and it deals with stuff that he really can't get to it on his own. That he needs help or get help from other people, from other franchises to deal with whatever you're dealing with.
Well,
He's really just the regular dude out of everybody.
The regular.
Yeah.
He's a regular show.
Yeah.
well, Ant-Man, as a trilogy so far, he's the second best one next to Captain America. Like I liked all three of the movies. And one thing I'm discovering and talking to people and looking at some reviews is that they're saying that Marvel's lost stake in reality, but my whole thing is people say I'm harsh. Most people just dumbass. Like when you take STEM out of schools, people don't understand the science. People said Endgame was born. I'm like, how is that possible? But you talk to people and they're like, oh, the whole thing, when they do it, I had to figure out like how they going to back in time. Why they do it's like
So the movie made you think and they made it.
yeah, pretty
What
much.
about this movie? Wasn't even that
Hold
deep.
on. But aside from that, Quantumania, people don't realize, like, they're like, oh, it's too much green screen. But then, like, I don't know, people, and then, like, I read complaints that, oh, the other movies in San Francisco, you got to see the streets. These are not tourism movies. These are stories.
I mean, we had houses and shit.
But this is the thing. This is the thing. These are comic book movies, so you can't expect all that. Stop, because even we had the comic. The golden era is over. Thor, Captain America, Iron Man, all that shit is on. They're about to deep dive into some comic book shit now, and that's
That's where we want to be.
that's for where we
That was the goal from the jump street. That's still the goal.
You know, having a whole movie, green screen, the Quantumania, where Quantum Realm, whatever.
But you can't. Green screen don't work because Avatar is all green screen.
It's all green screen.
Yeah.
The whole film is green screen.
But then,
I can speak to the whole issue with the complaints about Marvel. Really, I think it's just people just want to complain that it's popular. I've seen videos online, people complain about Marvel's CGI problem. Too much CGI. It's like, you got talking raccoons and trees. Like,
how else do you capture
doing cars,
right? How else do you capture comic books without green screen?
Hold on, then they complain about costumes. Like, guys, they have to use green screen CGI to do any of this stuff to make it look good. You're whining for the sake of whining. And on top of the fatigue thing, I call BS on that. All the Marvel stuff anyway. Every genre is different. Like Cody said, Thor's not like a Captain America film. A Cap film was not like an Iron Man film. Iron Man film was nothing like Guardians of the Galaxy film. They're all different stuff. Guardians to me is not even a superhero movie. That's a space odyssey.
Right.
Even Black
It's
Widow,
like Star Wars,
like a
Lord of the Rings,
spy
two
movie.
different genres.
Yeah.
Yes.
But they're the
When
same.
they compared this movie and said it's like a Star Wars movie, like that was a bad thing. And I'm like, well,
That wasn't a bad thing. Like
That was one of the
refreshing things. Like it was part of Star Wars. You saw the inspiration, everything from the cylindrical structures and everything. There was a couple of scenes that looked like when they were on the Death Star. You saw these elevated cylinders. And even with that, the different characters, the Bill Murray character that was the old friend that betrayed him, that went over on the dark side. It was a lot of things from my favorite Stewie episode from Family Guy, and pick any episode in Rick and Morty. Yeah, so but then Jeff Loveness wrote that, and then like even Seth MacFarlane said to make the joke that a lot of the guys at Rick and Morty borrow a lot from us, and that's true. Like the Stewie science stuff, when they did their quantum realm, and they talk about multiverse and everything, and duality, Schrodinger's cat, all that stuff. When they went back to the pilot, and they kept coming out in different variations of the same two characters.
That's actually one of my favorite episodes.
I thought that was actually pretty cool. And honestly, people didn't understand that. And but then one thing I would say from Avatar, there were more practical effects, but two, the stakes. I mean, the way it was pushed is that this week be the last that we'll see Antman, but that wasn't the case. It's cool. It's just that. That's the only thing I would agree with the whole storyline. But then other than that, I liked it. I didn't care for that Cassie. I liked the other actress better. I thought Catherine Newton was a little more obnoxious than the previous. Because this one almost seemed like she was more angry. She was more angrier than Cassie in the other movies. Like, she was like, man, like, well, you weren't here. But that wasn't his fault. But then, like,
That's not how
she
children
kind of
operate.
Children don't operate on logic, based on logic principles. They operate on
Yeah,
emotions.
Yeah,
So
then
I liked it. I think it was really dope. The cinematography was dope. I liked the characters, and I really thought it was gonna be goofy with the quantum characters. Yeah, but it wasn't even that.
That shocked me. It wasn't as goofy as I thought. I thought a lot. He thought it was gonna be like Guardians, be a lot of jokes. To me, it was less jokes than I expected.
Because I think it was a serious dude, the director. Hey, I want to do a Marvel movie. You know what I mean? And give him that grant. You get 2 movies, do your 3rd one. Yeah, let's do it. So they introduced a few characters. 2 of my favorites, and some people was tripping about this character. I thought it was cool, man. MODOK.
Nah, MODOK was great.
Yeah, I like MODOK.
Great.
I like MODOK.
Yeah, I like MODOK.
Yeah, I
love
he was
MODOK
the funniest.
And to those who are trying to gatekeep, just don't forget, MODOK is a designation. They could always make another one if they really want.
Or he's not. I mean, like his brain can be used inside of a machine,
Yeah.
which is the whole idea of him constantly being.
What
they call it, upgraded.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And this is a cinematic universe. They always find some ways to either upgrade the character, bring him back in a certain way. And this is comic book stuff.
Yeah.
You can't get too whiny.
People need to just.
But people was complaining about the face and.
It's supposed to
the face supposed to be the story like that. I just thought it
ridiculous.
was an animated series that came on Hulu.
Yeah.
That was
I like that he used like the little metal armor mask for the angry face.
I thought I was gonna hate that in the
He pulled
beginning.
out like
I actually
fucking
like
buzzsaws, yo.
Yo.
pulled out the
energy buzzsaws
Like
are
you
dope.
played the Marvel Capcom video game, he uses that in the game. I was like shocked to see that.
I was like, this
I was waiting for the head beam though. I was waiting for the
He
head
kinda
beam.
used it.
He ain't quite there yet. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. He gonna upgrade.
I like that. I think one thing about with this being one of my favorite trilogies, every movie had a character development. Like the first movie was Scott coming to his own after being
locked up for doing the right thing and expose his corporation. The second one was more like Hank coming to his senses and like an ex-partner of his, he didn't either handle it right and he was egotistical, and then like that's what caused the Ghost character. And this one was more about Janet and the fact that she didn't even mention none of this. Like, hey, it's a dude down there.
All her dudes down there.
All her little tips.
She was like, I got 30 years. I got these.
Bill Murray was in it. Like, yo, we had some wild times.
He was like, how wild? He was like, wow.
Wow.
It's kind of interesting that they have like a lot of human, like they weren't identified as human, but more like humanoids. Like the way.
Yeah, because we don't know what he is.
Yeah, we didn't know what happened. No one down there was.
Well, here's the kicker. It's a lot of human characters in places outside of Earth we see in the MCU. Now, all of them always identify them being Earthlings. Like,
humanoid is a designation.
Humanoid is a designation. Like some of, what's the name, Screw and Guardians, he was like, oh, so-and-so is a Terran.
Right. They got
Yes, Terran,
And Murray said, that's what y'all called up there.
Yeah.
Like, he might be a human just in there.
Yeah.
I mean, because when the quantum realm first was brought up,
So what is the quantum realm?
it's like, well, it's this microscopic world that pretty much it's the interverse. We see it like we see movies like this of the Dennis Quaid, like interverse.
With Quaid and
when he was in somebody's body, but I'm just saying it's like but it's that sort of thing. It's the
Fantastic Voyage was the original one.
Yeah, Fantastic Voyage. Then, that's what. But where you shrink down and you discover that between the molecules there's a subatomic world. Because you got to think everything that exists in this universe exists in every scale. So
It's a microcosm for every
Microcosm and macrocosm.
exactly.
That's what what people don't fail to realize with quantum is that it's subatomic. So all the rules that's governing us with time, space, it doesn't really apply down there. And a lot of that is what quantum mechanics and early Einstein theories try to theorize. And what they discovered is that, like, man, we really don't have any idea. Even like to make a quantum computer, like instead of having discrete circuit boards, they wanted like subatomic gases, to turn on and off and transmit the data. And people also didn't realize the whole thing, because I saw the AV Club all place people. They're like, oh yeah, there's some guy Kang, or that was one of his names. I'm like, what the fuck are people talking about? So first of all, this is a good book. And then if you notice, these are the three main ones that you saw at the end. They were also
Amortus, Ramata.
They all three sabotaged this guy's ship. That's why it's separated into three pieces in the beginning. They all did something to sabotage the ship, and they put him in the quantum realm because, as Janet stated, that's the only place where time and space doesn't matter, and he can't do anything. He can't manipulate anything. It's like with Spider-Man, that joke with the Hyanami commercial, where he was trying to save the day. You can't do nothing in the cornfield, and ain't nothing for him to swing on.
Right. So yeah, man. So Kang, dude, this guy. Shout out to Johnathan Majors, man, because he really nailed it with this character, bro. And leaned it to thorough, very believable, man. From the calm demeanor to the little slight powers and to the grand also.
Well, see, that's what people don't really realize about Kang. He's all tech based. None of that is in him.
So
everything is tech based.
It's all tech.
It's all
It's
tech.
all future tech. No one understands.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because
he's
way beyond. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So what he
Because
does,
he always controls the future, no matter what timeline he ends up winning.
31st century technology. In fact, again, message. This whole book is a big loop. Like Nathan Richards runs into Kang, and if you go through all the story, you know that Ravana is a key part. We don't know how Chief come in with Loki season 2.
Right.
That's a key thing that could be what he thought he lost, because he kept going in loops and bringing it back and had regenerative technology to bring her back in time frames where she died, and it still didn't work out.
No matter what, she died.
Yep.
So it's like
She's
critical
a fixed point in time.
Yeah.
Well, he so everybody that's a Nexus being have a person next to them that they have to lose. It seems like
It has to.
everybody so
So
far.
far, yeah, he's right. Yeah.
Every Nexus being is
WandaVision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you even though they haven't, there was a certain allusion to the fact that even the Ancient One was a Nexus.
Really?
Yeah, but they haven't. It was a conversation that was danced around, and it hasn't been identified for sure, which is why she knew so much about things outside of even their timeline.
Oh yeah, when she was talking to.
Yeah, I can see that. That's a good theory.
Yeah, it is.
You know, like we were talking on Saturday, I'm guessing maybe the next Doctor Strange film, we start to see what an incursion actually looks like.
Well, if you notice that
That's my guess.
the ball that Kang
You
had,
need to get it together.
same symbol.
So that's what I wanted to know if y'all noticed.
I didn't notice that.
What?
The windows on all three sanctums are the same windows that were in that ball.
orb.
Controlled
That were
the
in
orb.
that orb.
Yeah, it was the same.
All
Time
three,
orb,
like that
yeah.
time orb that Kang
Yeah.
had,
Yeah.
is all three windows of the sanctum.
Yeah, they look
Holy
like the same
moly,
window.
you're right.
And at first I thought it was coincidence, and I was like, don't
Nah,
worry about
A guy who manipulates time in the home of the time stone. It's not far fetched.
Well, there's another one. Another YouTuber I follow pointed this out. Some of the stuff, the tech that Kang uses, and how the structure, the tech, something else, they all use circles. You see it in Eternals. You see some of it, I think, in Shang-Chi they said, and in Miss Marvel also.
Yeah, with her bracelet.
Yeah, they're all circles.
Yep.
So these bracelets should be connected.
I think it's all connected.
I think all connected.
It's all
connected.
interconnected. It's all interconnected, and
So he played this role. Kang is
So different than He Who Remains.
Yeah.
So different.
And you could tell, spoilers, whatever, when the other characters showed up, it was all different.
different.
You know what I mean?
Their
It's like,
voices,
oh.
their tone.
And then you saw the Council of Kings and everybody different.
Yes.
Actually, they have something like all in this book. The one that looked like a scroll.
That's what we
The
want
one
to
that
know.
told-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
So that's the
When you get
first
into the
one.
heart of the
That's
Council of
the first
Kings,
one.
it's they're from
No,
all over.
But the trick is that a super scroll
This is
thinks he's the
everywhere.
original person.
Oh.
So that might be a super scroll who actually thinks he's Kang.
We might not know until we see what Fallout Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
I want to Terrence Howard Kang.
Hey, man, don't mention my name, man. Hey, man, I ain't in none of these main movies, man.
Hey Roddy man. Hey Roddy man.
Man, you put me in Antman, man.
Avengers, man.
I could have the broccoli head, man.
Oh my
Not the broccoli head.
Give me a job, man.
Rockery.
Give me a job.
Oh, my man.
So I think Feige came out and said that everything that happens after this touches Kang in some
Touching everything.
Yeah.
in some indirect or direct way.
Well,
Everything.
I mean, we're gonna see Victor Timely, obviously,
Yeah.
in Loki. So
Yeah.
that's
pretty cool.
Yeah,
That was cool.
That I like that they did that. So
So we get to get into some goodness.
Yes.
I still think Guardians 3 going to be another insulated family.
yeah. It's gonna be the passing. I really believe we're losing about 3 of the 5
three.
Guardians.
Yeah.
But I also think it's gonna tie into what's been going on. The continuation of what happened with Eternals.
Yeah, some of that.
Because see,
I think
they're
there's
setting up to almost have one of the middle Guardians lineups, which is like Adam Warlock and so forth.
Okay.
So because if you really think about how the Guardians are, they flipped the lineup is flipped.
All the time.
Yeah,
Because
they
we're-
even come
They're like Suicide Squad.
A little bit. But remember they started out they weren't
Dude
very
was on
interesting.
fucking Guardians.
And
man.
Marvel.
And Venom, yeah.
Yeah, Agent Venom, Iron Man,
Was
Marvel. The thing was a Guardian. The thing was a Guardian. Yep. So I mean, they have a large rotating roster. Iron Man's been a Guardian
Yeah.
for so it's anyone can be a Guardian. But now they seem to be aiming towards the Pip the Troll, Adam Warlock, Star Fox.
And that's what I'm saying. I see that coming
Yeah.
in next year. Because Star Fox there's something going on. If he's back out there in space, nowhere would be where he would hang.
I think both Rocket and Drax are going to be gone. Well, we know Drax.
Drax is going either
Rocket
way.
may be also a casualty too, because if you go back to all the Guardian of the Galaxies where they do the advertisements, the colors change of the logo, and and if you go look back, it was the one for Guardians 2 was bluish, and that was Yondu's passing.
You're right.
And the first one, it's all types of little like visual context.
Yeah, and see, I noticed that they're in the outfits from Annihilation, which was not a good thing for the Guardians of the Galaxy when that book came out. Like when they were wearing that particular uniform, that's a very dark period for the Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, they lost almost everybody. They got like wiped down like 2 people. I think Star-Lord was the only surviving member.
Even Groot?
Groot wasn't on the team.
Okay.
This was like when Annihilation came out. That's actually what was the first restart of what would be the current Guardians. Like prior to that, there was all these like little attempts, and then Annihilation came. And Annihilation was so dope, it actually reinvigorated the space comics for Marvel. People got interested again in what was happening in space.
So I read some Annihilation.
Annihilation was like when Annihilation was like, fuck the material plane, I'm coming through here with all these bugs and killing all y'all. All y'all.
That's how I wanted to happen for.
And then Annihilation Conquest was Ultron's turn. Because in the sequel, Ultron had took over the Phalanx.
Oh God!
And he was out there terraforming planets.
On his brain.
Sound like they touched on that on What If.
Yeah, a little bit.
His brainiac stuff.
You know what just got me thinking? Y'all mentioned that like all these different people that was a part of the Guardians. Technically, in Infinity War, when Stark and Strange and Spider-Man was over there, they was Guardians. They wasn't Avengers. They was with the Guardians.
Nah, they had to face the Guardians.
No, they joined the Guardians, and that was the Guardians mission.
They joined the Avengers. Hey, man, I'm Team Stark today. He had the plan, Quill had the plan. He was like, yeah, we're going to do it this
Well,
way.
he said, it was my plan. That was Quill.
Quill fuck. Messed up the plan.
Quill did fuck that.
But it was still, it was the
He fucked
Guardians.
up his own plan.
He is
I'm rolling
confident.
with it.
Quill is confident. So
Yeah,
I would love to
He's
see a
an idiot.
what if Spidey gets the gauntlet off.
Then it's over.
I would like to see the what if. I would like to see the what if.
What if he put it on by accident?
Oh boy! He could put it on. I mean, his hands.
But what would have happened? They got it off. Well,
I just would like to see the change in tone if he had got like what with the MC like they could do the what they just animated.
What if they don't
I don't know, but then would his body be able to handle it though?
He's just,
Because his body will reject it, like two equally polar magnets. Because that's why with Strange and No Way Home, Far From Home, that's why he couldn't do the existential out of body thing because his body sense was still kicking in.
The reason Spidey couldn't hold the gauntlet, well, he could probably put it on but not contain it, because his mental state is not firm enough. You have to be sure of purpose,
which is why Thor couldn't use.
Where you have to be sure of purpose.
It was almost
absolutely sure of purpose.
It's like you just like calm down. Lay off the cheeks.
Yeah, I mean that.
And we still don't know what this MCU Spider-Man is until he talked to all the different people like Reed and everybody. Go to Professor X and figure out what he is, because he may not just be a mutant. He may be the Spider mutant.
I don't think they're gonna dip that. I don't think they're gonna dip that.
They could. They going everywhere else.
I'm hoping the Parker be scientist, Steve Parker, because this is what is funny about this movie. Because it's like we was talking, like, well, who Ant-Man is really going to tell about this? Stark is there, and there's no scientist there to talk to. You need someone there.
Bruce. Well, that's Bruce. Bruce is out of his league. He already said he only knows certain things. He don't know Quantumania.
He can't. I mean, there's tech. What we talked about that Kang has that's not comprehensive.
Yeah, that's true.
To anyone.
There's no Stark. There's no
They
Reed.
need a scientist that's going to read. Now, Shuri, you mentioned Shuri. That's a good one.
But Ant-Man wouldn't go there.
I subscribe to the
That's
end. Well, I subscribe to the end of Wakanda Forever, though. What Namor said, like she's the most powerful person of the most powerful nation is isolated. Because she's not an Avenger. She doesn't have that same.
She don't
She don't got that same.
And she still can say, nah, I'm straight.
Yeah, she can say, I'm good. So
Wakanda's tight.
And their only connection.
Hold on.
I'm good, fam. We good, man.
Mike talked to Bruce. Keyword.
The only person that they
After Wakanda Forever.
there's only two people they kept in contact with. That was Zoo,
Agent.
and then Winter Soldier. That was the only two people that still had.
Well, they did talk to Bruce. They had during the Endgame, there was contact with Wakanda, although it was via.
She talked to everybody during Endgame, but she don't give a fuck.
They
about
warned
that.
her about Namor, and she said, "Let it rest." So
I'm saying they got a
it's in the sea.
So my guess is she might.
Oh, you talking about Okoye?
No, sure. She might talk to Bruce. If Ant-Man tells Bruce about it, Bruce may talk to Shuri about it.
I mean, what I like about the MCU Avengers is that this is not the organized comic book Avengers. It's not.
Sure is.
This is not.
Sure is.
Right now, there's no squad right now.
There's no squad. Because they truly adhere to the we wait until it's at this level to come together.
Yeah, what do you say? We're the Avengers, not the pre-Avengers.
Yeah.
Or West Coast Avengers, Great Back Avengers.
That's someone brought up a good point. They were like, if Marvel wanted to, they could start the real Defenders and have them be like the proactive thing. Like we tired of y'all taking time.
They take the fight to the people.
And so it's like we gonna actively scan because that's what's out there and go after it.
Who's making the tech? Because even in Falcon and Winter Soldier, they're like, damn.
They got that pretty boy making the tech.
It's so many tech geniuses that they haven't discovered yet out there.
Well, for Defenders,
in the books.
And then there's Kamala's friend.
I mean, there's Kamala.
makes
Amadeus Cho could come through and just shut it all down with Resident Genius and Hulk. Right there. Amadeus Cho. Yeah.
Yeah, you got
Now we got into the fall when Riri comes in with Ironheart.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a minute for that.
Did they announce that?
It might be back
scaling back.
Oh, they did say something. I don't know what the big thing that
Ironheart might be
Loki 2 and
Loki 2 is done anyway.
yeah.
And Secret
I
Invasion.
mean, Ironheart's done.
Is it?
Yeah, it was in
Yeah,
the
it
game.
was like, they finished last fall. Yeah.
They might just push back the date.
I mean, they're probably reshooting whatnot.
I still think it's going to be a September date because they did all the scenes here. They finished in
But like I said, they may make some last minute change, and it might get pushed back to next year.
So this is dope, man. Marvel talk. So pretty much in a nutshell, Ant-Man Quantumania is pretty dope.
Yeah.
Fly nerd certified.
Absolutely.
Rubber stamp it.
Yeah, rubber stamp.
It's entertaining. It actually gives you a villain that you want to see win.
And see more of it.
Yeah,
Definitely. Either both.
Yeah, I want to see more of them. Definitely want to see more.
Yeah.
I wanted to see him winning this.
I did too.
I did too.
That's why I want to have
I
man
want to
die.
see him win. Y'all want to see him win it all? Well,
I mean, at least I wanted to see him leave the quantum realm.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like do a whole thing that he wanted to do.
I want to see
Right.
more of that. We didn't get that with Gore, so. Only other new villain that we've seen has been Namor.
Yeah. And
I still don't call him.
I can't even call him a villain.
no more than Shuri was.
Yeah, those were nations at
It
war.
was nation
Those were
collide.
nations at
Nation
war.
collide.
That's a
They
different.
cut out the love scene because like.
Good.
I'm fine with that. That's cool.
But Namor's a real, he's a...
Yeah, it was the whole thing. Like it was the reason why he gave. Why Namor gave Shuri that bracelet and everything. So it was all because it was a scene where they were helping. They actually Riri and Shuri actually helped them build that, so they all modified it. The technology. Yeah, and then they cut that out, and the interaction alluded to more of a romantic engagement.
Yeah, I think that would have compromised. I thought that would have compromised him because the way he was
killed
not
her mom.
Like he wasn't fucking with outsiders like that. The way he was.
But then that was more the point. He gave her his mom's
Oh,
bracelet.
that was all in the good faith. You gonna help us destroy this fucking planet? We
That's
gonna conquer this bitch.
It's called diplomacy.
She never did really agree because right
It
when
didn't
she was
matter.
talking.
He understood because of what she said in the beginning when she told her mom, "I want to see it all burn. I want to
Yeah,
burn
but then like
everything."
she still pushed back. She pushed back on the idea of like just going to war with the whole planet.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
It was still, I'm cool with that.
But then-
But she had it in her mind, though. That's why she saw who she saw on the Soul Plane.
Although I do want to see, I do want to see if they decide to do that with him in suit. Him in suit, like the comic.
That can come later.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Once he starts getting into that,
Because that was actually a way more complicated thing. Yeah, that was way complicated.
So I got a question though. I know part of the reason is that it was Fox Studios. That's why I mean, it was goofy in the last one for a bunch of things. They sabotaged the last Fantastic Four movie. But originally they wanted Michael B. Jordan. I forgot who they wanted to cast as a woman. As Sue. They wanted both of them to be black. Fox said no, adoption, anything. But with what we know as Nathan Richards, ideally being black, what's that going to say for the first family?
Nothing. It's gonna be the same thing.
Is it going to be what you call it? That they have the Reed Richards that they had, and
I think it all depends on when they give us Nathaniel Richards where he lands at to start his family in the timeline. Because if he's far back and he just like hooks up with a white woman and they kids will go with other white people, and Reed is just like 10% black at some point.
Yeah, well, I'm just curious.
Next kicker in Young Avengers, if they decide to go this route, the young Kang was a white kid in the comic book. Yet the little white kid in Iron Man 3 that grew up, I kind of think he may be the next he may be Iron Man. Is he going to be a descendant of Kang too, or Kang related?
I mean, anything's possible.
So is Dr. Doom going to be black?
There's been rumors.
Yeah. But I don't listen to the rumors. I'd rather wait to see what they say.
To me, like,
black dude look very. That's not even the last.
I mean, is Kang related to all these folks?
it's been
There's
rumored.
variation depending on which version, because it's never confirmed the Doom connection.
Yeah, because Doom
He
was
thinks it was
like
manipulation.
Doom sees Kang as completely inferior as
right.
well.
Oh.
Who don't he see as inferior?
The times they've interacted, he'd be like, if I had your access to the time, there would be no you.
This whole
out, man. Like it was real, man. They blasted.
yeah.
They were going at it, man.
The whole Sorcerer Supreme thing where Doom was trying to be the Sorcerer Supreme. And how he was like, he was shitting on Strange. They were like, you don't deserve this.
Now that's a black
Big challenge for how will they deliver Dr. Doom to them?
Listen, you just delivered. The way they delivered King, I have no worries.
So if they, I'm not worried. If that's Kang, Doom is going to be an issue. These monologues is going to happen. We going to get Doom. Levitate.
These Doom just pulling up like
Levitate. Metal face.
I'm just curious.
Save your time. You can't hurt me anyway.
I just want to talk shields everywhere.
Right.
Doom wise. I'm just curious how would they do it. I'm just more curious of like how they pull it off.
I think he can come in already as Doom, already doing what he do, and it's gonna be something specific that's gonna bring him out. Like for example, all this shit that's going on right now and this whole conversion, that's gonna bring some Doom with study, and that will bring him out.
Well, it was supposed to be the whole vibranium thing. That was supposed to be. Well, the woman that was in the helicopter that got taken down, that was doing right-hand woman in the comics, that character. 2, it was supposed to be him, like how the U.S. did the proxy war in Russia. It was supposed to be him proxying all this commotion. Like he wanted the vibranium for himself. So he was the one that pushed the feds to finance Riri to build that detector. And they were going to use that to their credit, but they pulled it back.
They can still use it.
They can save that. And he can say, I like them to save that.
I read it's supposed to be orchestrated
If that's true.
in the background.
If that's true.
And that's Doom villain.
Right. Low-key, like you never know he's behind it till he show up and say
Show up and
something.
say, I used to be like, all of this stupid. So enough Marvel talk before we get out of here. You guys catch that Flash trailer?
I did.
I love it.
It was good. Despite the problems that came from Ezra and their crazy escapades, this movie looks like it's going to deliver the reset that the DC universe needs. Fan service with Michael Keaton's Batman.
Too much fan service.
Too much. I mean, he seems like he's about to get down.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
They need the dub.
Yeah, but they need to pull back on his goofiness. Like that. Yeah, I'm Batman is the worst thing I saw. I hated that scene.
That was
I wasn't.
That's what I
It was
It's cheesy.
It was a callback to him.
I
I know what it is,
But he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't just say it like you don't know them people to be like, yeah.
He look like he's
Yeah,
That's not what you feel comfortable about.
That's their money shot. I mean, I'm not mad
I
at it.
didn't read that much into it.
Man, skip that Batman. That's cool. But yo,
Ben Affleck was.
Yo, hold on. It's gonna be both in the same movie. Both in the same movie.
Actually, we don't really
I
know.
saw Blue Suit Batman.
Blue and gray.
I ain't never
shocked.
seen only
I was
Adam West.
shocked.
Adam West is the only person that wore the blue suit Batman. We haven't seen that
West
in
Side
Batman
Batman.
ever.
The cartoon comic book blue and gray costume Batman.
Yeah,
I was shocked.
I just wish they would have kept Henry Cavill in the Superman instead of his sister Karen. That's my only gripe.
Well, they cut his
Yeah, they
Well, it's an alternate timeline, so it don't have to.
But originally
Yeah,
they had
originally
one
they had
woman
was
and
him.
Calvin at the
Yeah.
end. They cut all that stuff out.
Yeah, they cut all of it
I'm
out.
actually okay at this point.
I'm annoyed, but I can deal with it.
Yeah, I'm alright.
What's the biz with this Superman? Like, what's her? Why you upset about it?
I mean, one, he was the best Superman on film. I mean, I like him. He has an actual physique. He ain't super CGI and a lot of stuff. He has a demeanor, and like, yeah, I like him as a character. Just wish we saw more of him. I wish the suits weren't that incompetent in them and fucked up the whole thing.
But that's what I mean. We had 10 years to complain.
Rarely do I say this. I'm with K-Max on that one. Shut up.
Yo, hold on. Wait. What time is it? What time is it? It is literally, we got to quote this 7:32 on February 20th. What the fuck?
Yeah, Cal was my dude for Superman. I love Man of Steel. I've been very upset with Warner Brothers handling of him and dropping the ball, that actor for this character. I'm glad James Gunn's taking over doing what he's doing, but I've been really upset with Warner Brothers. Them pretty much playing that character to the left and playing that actor to the left in general. With him using him for the films and not doing him very well. And I think he's just a really good actor, does that character a lot of justice. And he's a comic book nerd and knows the lore also. I think it's cool. So I know he's not going to cup of tea, but I really like him as Superman. And
With all that being said,
And he got
back to the one in the damn trailer.
she's cool too.
That's what we talking about. Let's talk about her.
Yeah, but
Because we've been talking about Henry Cavill not being Superman for too long, and he ain't been Superman for a long ass time.
I know.
So, like, we saying stuff we already said. Everybody know this. Everybody know.
It's just that it just drives home.
Then have that dry ass Black Adam ain't crazy saying it's gonna lead to nothing.
And that's what I'm
Thank
saying.
you,
That's what
brother.
I'm saying. Blame The Rock. Blame The Rock for putting.
I'm not.
You blame The Rock for putting Henry Cavill in his movie, but he wouldn't be in a Shazam movie.
He would not.
Not being
You know what?
That's what drops the ball. Like,
Look at look at the time. I halfway agree with what's your name, Amby Man.
Amby Man.
Everybody.
That's dope. I ain't going though.
But they're like, yeah, I think with all the confusion that he saw and as an actor, he brought in more than that whole DCU did as an own collective financially. And with the confusion in the front office, his biggest misstep was just not having the proactive thinking like, yeah, maybe you should, using the damn same mythology. Maybe you should talk to the people that's doing Shazam. That was his biggest misstep. I think had he done that, if he would have done that, it might have given him a little more leverage.
Black Adam, as silly as it was, would make more sense if he popped up in Shazam. It's like I'll even accept all the goofies, all the over-importance if he even showed up in Shazam.
If he showed up in Shazam, mind up house, I would have took anything else. Like, you want to fight Superman, go ahead. But do your diligence first. And when you sign up for these characters, I know it's all about the movie, but you're signing up for a comic book character. So due diligence, know your history about who you're working with, and know your business right, man.
So you should sign up for a franchise that will make with other
He
franchises.
refused. He gave them a flat out no.
I don't know why. It's like, why would you do this?
Yeah,
How
because
old
of
is
the
the Wayne?
confusion, lack of cohesion up front, and yeah, that was a little bit of arrogance on his side, and that's about his biggest misstep. in the whole
How
thing.
old is he?
He's 51, 52.
So that means that in a 10-year span, he would be 60 playing Black Adam if they kept him.
So,
I don't think he gonna make it that long.
It doesn't matter what you say.
it sure doesn't.
I was
brother.
I'm just
I
saying.
felt it coming. I felt it coming.
I should have known. But no,
I saw the gleam in his eye.
I'm not sure that the way he could do action.
I did the rock pull everywhere, boy.
You talking about Antman movies? I mean, even Paul Rudd's like, I can't get in shape like that no more. Because he's like, he said everyone was scared of Johnathan Majors. Paul Rudd's 53 now.
Yeah, that's
When
why
you think
But he's been doing it for 10 years. That's what I'm saying. This dude is starting at the 10-year mark at the same age as
But then,
Paul
like,
Rudd.
he's been doing other action movies. Just because it wasn't a comic book movie doesn't mean it wasn't
Who
action.
been doing an action movie?
Right.
What was the last movie he did?
Jumanji. Jumanji was action. Yeah.
Come out the action movie.
Yeah.
Wait a minute now.
I mean, stuff.
Okay, so what I'm saying is that doing action right now and then saying in 2 more years while you wait for the next movie.
I mean, they were more real sets than they are in CGI land. I mean, like, yeah, they were doing, that was an action comedy movie. That's what
No, what I'm
Jumanji
saying is that over the next years, I think he's on his way out of the action.
I don't know. I mean, they still doing another Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
I mean, Vin Diesel's over 50 and he's still talking about yet another movie after this.
That's a whole nother conversation.
But also, Vin Diesel doesn't really, his action ain't
He don't
really-
do action.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He walks around talking shit.
Yeah, what Vin Diesel do? He don't- Give me a whole.
Now, if he do another Pitch Black, then I'll be like, that's an
I
action
don't want to
movie.
see that, dude. The second one's so boring. I'd rather like,
But there's been 3 in
Drag
it.
my blood
There's
out
been
of
actually
the second
5.
What, really?
Oh, you
Yeah,
right.
I didn't like
Yeah,
that shit.
that shit was brilliant. And the video
First
game.
one was good.
I don't like no Vin Diesel movies, man. None.
Not even Pitch Black.
You know, like Boiler
That was
Room?
decent. That wasn't a good Vin Diesel movie.
He was just in it.
He was in it. That wasn't
What do you
a
mean a
good
Vin Diesel movie?
Like
when
what?
He's starring in a movie. You are understand the movie concepts and actors that stars in movies,
Pitch
right?
Black, he started in it.
Huh?
Pitch Black.
He said like
I
this.
said that was
He
decent.
said like
What was the other sequence?
The Chronicle of Riddick.
And then like he did, and then he
Then
was
Then
Saving
Riddick.
Private Ryan.
Well, yeah, that was a long time.
That was his movie? Or
That was that
Star
Spielberg
Wars?
when he was Spielberg
He
gave
put
him
it
the
at
role.
home.
Now, maybe the earlier Fast and Furious
Yeah.
movies, some
Those
of them
weren't his movies. The early ones was, what you call it?
Paul Walker.
Yeah.
No, but the first they started.
Yeah, but he was the
But then like when he came back for 4, even because they're doing a whole thing on Vice about the deconstructing icons. He did Star Wars, and I forgot the other. I missed one of the seasons. The next one they're gonna do Marvel.
Wait, what is it?
The deconstructing icons.
Oh, I
And so Vice channel.
Oh, okay.
On the Vice
So,
channel.
yeah, it was like never have they seen a movie that goes into its 4th iteration having rejuvenation because people really connected with the fans. And that part 4 is when Justin Lin took over as director, and that was the first time Paul Walker and Vin Diesel came back. That was after Paul Walker did the Complex magazine that you said the franchise is dead after 3. So it was like for that to happen, have the exponential
You know, if he hadn't
returns.
said that, maybe he still. Let me stop.
Oh.
So meanwhile, all right. So we had trailed out my opinion of the Flash. I like the trailer. I can't wait to see what's happening. But since we talk about Fast and Furious, they dropped the trailer as well.
Yeah, Fast.
Same old stuff.
Same old stuff. It's the
old
same old
stuff.
stuff, man. It's like they
We exhibit
got it pissed off
here,
some years ago.
gas.
Right, the guy pissed off some years ago, back on Revenge. They whooped his ass and they decided to be cool and join the family. That's the last like 3 movies.
But that's
Yeah, it is. You know what I mean?
It's the Goku theory.
Yeah, right.
Now we friends. We now family.
Damn.
Family.
We thought Charlize Theron was at the top of the food chain, then there was somebody on top of her, and they're like,
Who's on top of her?
whoever was in part 9.
I stopped at 7.
I got that with John Cena.
Almost let it go.
John Cena wanted revenge on his brother because he thought that in the 90s, which they did like, they did a good job like recreating that 90s grit and grain in part 9. He
I
thought
didn't see
that-
nothing there.
it was
I didn't see nothing.
It was
I didn't see anything.
That's why he wears glasses. But then, like, the thing of it is, he thought his brother was responsible for his father's
Y'all
death.
like Doom and Kang.
So, and that's why he exiled him, and that's when his brother decided, like, oh, well, I'm going to do all this other stuff. I'll show you that I have value too. And that's when he came out.
Who's the big
But
bad
it's the
guy
same
that's
shit.
bigger than her?
It's the same shit.
I wonder
I
about
thought it was
that.
the guy financing, but apparently she's been controlled by somebody.
Is she? Because
How do
they
you-
haven't showed her though. The person that controls her yet though, right?
How do you exit out somebody from street racing? I just find
Now,
street
I
racing.
mean,
Oh, you can exit that down from street racing.
yeah.
It's like gang shit.
Oh no, yeah, you can. That's true.
You can't find another place to
No,
race.
they all
So,
man.
network.
They
Everything is a network system.
I know nothing of this world.
Did you know the whole series started because this one guy in the Vibe magazine?
They were still on DVDs.
No,
They're selling DVDs.
no, he was
First Fast and Furious.
No, he was essentially got that deal for Hispanic street races in New York. And it was like, oh, they're taking something that they're exiled of because it was no such thing. It was super homogenized in NASCAR. They taking it, making their own. And he wrote the article in the Vibe magazine, and one of the producers saw the article, and at the Point Break, the original one, the good one, Keanu, they was like, what if we had a Point Break situation except for with cars? And then that's how the whole thing developed.
That's actually what it
It
is.
came from a Vibe magazine article.
That's
in the
exactly
late
what
90s.
it is. It's Point Break with cars.
But it turned to a Saturday morning cartoon.
Well, then it turned into Mission Impossible with cars.
Impossible then.
Which also got another trailer.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible.
Yeah, this is the last
Mr.
one.
Impossible do
No,
no wrong.
it's two parts.
This is 2 parts, but it's the last story.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
last
Tom
story
Hanks
with
was
two
crazy
parts.
as hell. He's amazing.
Wait, it was a new one that came out
Yeah.
today?
No,
No.
just over the Super Bowl weekend.
Yeah, Super Bowl weekend.
Yeah.
Another came out?
No, only one came out.
Yeah.
Oh, then
It came out a while ago.
That
didn't know when they
that
came.
10-minute thing when he did that stunt, jumping off that cliff.
Yeah.
With the motorcycle and the
Yeah.
parachute.
I mean, I did
who
zip lining.
insures him?
Nobody. He does it
He does
himself.
himself.
Damn.
He's Jackie. He emulated Jackie Chan, and then just like Stallone did, and they all tried to do stuff that he did, and it's great because
He actually does it.
yeah.
Yeah, every stunt you see, that's really him jumping off that plane, jumping off
And
that
he doing it because he know that he got
Flipping off
shelf
that
life
helicopter.
too, and he gonna be in. You think them football players like Mike Dickens was in pain? Tom Cruise gonna be in some serious pain.
He might take that pain because he's an imbecile and a racist. But
So nothing to do with the football.
So on that note, probably might have to wrap this up before we get a little unscripted nonsense.
All right.
Oh, my take on Flash.
Go ahead.
Yeah, my take on Flash, I thought
That was weird.
funny. Yeah, so real fast, real fast.
Yeah, in the Flash now.
Right. I was excited to see it. The trailer was really good. The first one I thought was really amazing, and I really want to see the second one. Despite all the shenanigans going on in the real world with the star, I hope it turns out very well.
Well, you
I
know,
hope so.
when all that was happening, I knew that movie because they was just
kept saying
using it.
Yeah. They had to have something.
Movie, yeah,
They had to have something.
Or they doing some
Well,
great
the first
spin.
one
Yeah.
came out.
I mean, a guy that literally actually groomed the actual girl. Like, it wasn't hyperbole or like just Batman. He
Right.
actually did it.
Well, but see, that's the thing. It never went to court. So how do we know it
He
actually
did go
happened?
to court. They settled it. Yeah, he settled on the
So
court.
they settled it, but that's what happened.
No, they decided they feel that this film is such a linchpin.
But the legal system can press charges like they can press charges.
Well, in America, he's not completely black, so yeah, that thing. You would think other things, people go get locked up. No, I'm dead serious. You think, like, what you think for most of the egregious things people do, like they should be locked up? No. This is what I mean. When powerful people protect you, that's kind of
What happens? Yeah.
I mean,
When your shield is Warner Brothers, that's a pretty big shield.
Oh, that's a good shield too.
Yeah, that's a big shield. Yeah, the WB.
Literally.
It's a shield. Yeah.
Why is this lightning different color? Anybody notice that?
reverse flash.
You mean why it's lighting blue instead of yellow?
It's now yellow instead of blue.
Because it's
Because
better.
it was
It's
her
better.
eyes.
Because it's better.
Was it?
Because someone just changed it.
Because
Someone
it's better.
decided to aesthetically change
I was
it.
just wondering because I know it's supposed to be.
It was blue.
Because it got out when he did that guest appearance on the Flash CW show. They outdid it. They outdid the movie Flash. When he made his guest appearance, and they had them running side by side. Grant Gustin's run style, everything was
Because it's a
way better.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that's why they
So they gave him the real color.
Oh,
They should have in the first place.
Yeah, they should. It should.
But here's
run like you got some sense, boy.
Well, but he don't run like that no more? I didn't even notice it.
I didn't notice it. I don't
They
think.
showed
Dan
it.
Rishon
Yeah.
trailer.
They might have changed all that.
But even in Eternals, the speech from Eternals looked amazing. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yo, that was pretty solid.
how did you top this?
That fight scene with her and Icarus was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did like John Wick 4. I mean, I'm super excited about
The
that.
trailer.
Yeah, I mean, it's a scene where he's literally like gunfighting someone head to head. Someone's coming from the side. He's lifting them up, and it's a circle of cars like trapping them in. It's like a video game. Like you throwing somebody get hit, pop out car. You fight someone, shoot him in the head. Do the action.
Yo,
Because,
John Wick is Max Payne.
Well, actually, Chad Stalecki said.
Can't fight.
It's true. Max Payne cannot fight.
Chad Stalecki said he got inspired by Fast and Furious. As far as like up in the game, like okay, we did ninjas on motorcycles, we did this. How can we up the action?
So what is he doing?
He's up in the action, like the action sequences.
They gonna run out of action up in a minute.
They're like,
That's a good question. Can that happen?
I don't know,
Can
cause
you out-action yourself?
I mean it's a very grounded.
Oh, in that franchise?
it's not that grounded. Don't get tossed off buildings.
I mean,
New York has no
I
traffic.
don't know. It's
That's not grounded.
That's what I'm saying. How much
I
more
don't
can you do?
know.
Yeah.
Pow, pow, pow.
Like his glasses, he put on some bulletproof glasses now.
Well,
The
actually,
man got hit by a car
Three times?
Three times in the same 60-second sequence.
Dude, when he was fighting guys on motorcycles and was able to switch all that, the horses and all, it's like, okay, you've done something Neo couldn't do.
Yeah, but the physics for the motorcycles was completely ignored.
That's what Chad Stalecki
Wasn't Fast and
wanted.
Furious
What? And then like he's inspired by Justin Lin, James Wan, and F. Gary Gray.
I can see that.
He was inspired by them. He said he saw what they did. And he was like, well, I gotta do this. But the universe is expanded because Ana de Armas, who I loved in what you call it, in the last James Bond film, and in why can I not Glass Onion, but the other Knives Out. I liked her in that. So she's gonna be the ballerina, and she's getting a movie. They're gonna actually expand. They're gonna talk about the whole hotel. That's gonna get a series. Like this, and Keanu is slated to be in both the ballerina and in the series at some point. So they expanded the world.
I mean, they've definitely crafted a unique world with unique rules, unique players, and so I'm interested to see it grow, definitely. But I do consider John Wick to it's reached
We
that
need a
limit.
different person with a different fighting style.
Yeah,
That's what we need.
because Keanu has kind of stopped selling me on it a little bit, especially after seeing him. I'm like, I don't care what they put in your suit. You got hit by a car 3 times. You're down. This is it.
One time you should be down.
Yeah.
I mean,
We're done here.
Up close with shotguns and stuff, like he's getting hit with everything.
Yeah.
Where the bruises at
Man,
least?
he's
No, they show them rules. Now that they do show them.
yeah, but when you bruise like that, your muscles stop working.
Yeah.
And also,
Cause that's a new tech thing. When you get shot, it don't even be hot. You know, when a bullet it gets hot. It don't even be hot.
feeling like we all realize a lot of those stunts he is doing too. Like
Yeah, he is.
he's doing a lot of stunts.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's not.
Especially the driving stuff.
Look, it's all a dope feature. I'm going to see all of this stuff, and y'all
March is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be nuts.
Okay, man, come out Friday.
2023.
We'll be back.
We'll be back.
We'll be back.
Hey.
Talking about Cocaine Bear.
Oh, if you're going to South by Southwest, they're going to premiere the Evil Dead Rises movie down there. Sam Raimi's going to be down there. In fact, why can't I think of the guy that's always in all his movies?
Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell going to be down there. Robert Downey Jr. going to be there. They're going to have Tilda Swinton. Yeah, it's a lot of people down there. And then, what you call it? Childish Gambino going No, it's been like that. I keep telling you, the music is the least part of the whole festival. It's all about the interactive in the film and the speaker highlights. Those are more important. The music is just great. Like I want to see Lil Yachty do that psychedelic rock album. That's really dope. It's so far away.
Everybody talking about that.
That's one of my favorite albums this year.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it.
Yeah, I couldn't believe he did it. Like, wow. I don't like the fact that he insulted. You're like, well, now I make real music. So wait, you saying that you
Finally,
did?
he has some talent to make some real music.
So you saying like all the rap shit you did was garbage?
Well, yeah, I think that's
So
also
he admitted
you
it.
playing into what everybody been saying about it.
But the Lil Yachty, and plus the album, the artwork is kind of crazy. But that album is solid. Even Questlove had to apologize.
Well, you changed his name to Yachty. He did.
So you dropped the low.
Okay.
But I don't know if it can change like in terms of branding. I think he just called
I
it.
just don't want Lil Yachty
on his playlist.
Yeah, but
But it's still gonna be
Lil in the
Yachty.
name.
He can't change that right now.
I'm changing that.
If it's Lil in the name, I'm not listening.
I'm changing that.
He calls himself Yachty, but his branding is still Lil Yachty. That's the trick of being young, calling yourself Lil, and then you grow up. Like Lil Wayne.
I am Money Boat.
He's still Lil Wayne. He's still Lil Wayne. But he is Lil Wayne.
That's Lil Wayne, though.
Young in the name.
There's no difference to me. I mean, what you put out as far as what you call your art is more important to me.
I call Lil Wayne too.
Shit.
Yeah. Mr. Carter.
You call me audio.
Mr. Carter.
Yachty.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all not little. So
Well,
anyway,
actually, Wayne is little, but you know what I'm saying. He's a midget.
how tall?
How tall?
Taller than you.
You understand? Nah, he's a shorty.
Alright, y'all.
It's time to vacate the
Yeah, it's
premises.
time to vacate the premises, y'all. It's Cosmo Galactus.
K-Max the Conqueror.
You don't conquer nothing. You can't conquer a piece of bread.
Corey
Green, bro. Corey Green, bro.
Corey Green.
Corey Green, bro.
Have I killed you before?
You can't kill nobody. You can't kill a ham sandwich.
Have I killed you before?
Corey Green, bro. End the show.
Amby Warhol. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Welcome back, y'all.
Shout out to First Comics.
Shout out First Aid.
Shout out First Aid.
I did kill him.
Oh, you did? With flatulence? Those you did with flatulence?
Wow.
You could conquer a sandwich.